everyone, I'm in my car. I was working today and so yeah, I'm gonna be coming back home now. And I finished reading on the way Remembrance by Meg Coward because I love to listen to audiobooks while I'm driving. And the steamy scenes I was hoping for finally happened, like in the last 2 chapters of the book, but they were really quick. At least they happened. Like, it's funny, there were scenes where they were not having sex, but they were hotter than the scene when they actually had sex. It was very strange, but at least it happened. Alright. Anyway, so now on my way back, I'm going to be listening to Stamped from the beginning because we have our book club tomorrow about this book, and that also means that I only have one book left to read for the reading rush, and it's I Am Here Now. I've already read 100 pages of it yesterday, so I have good hope to finish before midnight tonight. See you later. Hey, I haven't done much reading since I last spoke to you today because I was working, but I'm using my break to do a little tag I found on the Reading Rush channel. It's the Racing to Read book tag, and I've prepared my pile for this tag because I didn't want to run between my two bookshelves. So the first question is warm up, a book that stretches your mind, and for this one I've chosen Felix Ever After. I took the stretches your mind as in expand your vision on things, and this one definitely did it. Was very informative and brought a lot of self-reflection too. So that's one you really need to read if you haven't already, by the way. Then we have Start Line. What's a book that you started but never finished? Oh, okay. There's this one. Maybe I will finish it one day, like Never Say Never. But I don't have too many hopes about that. And it's Call Down the Hawk by Magus. I started it before COVID, that's for sure. I think in January or February maybe I started the audiobook, and I think I read like a quarter of the book maybe, and then I stopped to read something else and I never got back to it. But you never know, maybe one day I will. Then we have Sprint, a book you read really quickly. That can be a lot of books with me, because when I love one I'm used, like I will read it very very quickly. But I think I've selected 2 for this prompt actually. First one is Crescent City because it has almost 800 pages, but I think I read it in less than 48 hours. Like the first part was a bit slow, but once you get to a point it's impossible to stop. So I read this one very quickly. And I also picked a romance, Eleanor and Gray. So romance I usually read in a day, and that's what happened with this one. We have Marathon, what's your favorite long book? And for this one I chose The Name of the Wind. It has... oh, I thought it was longer than that. Maybe I should have picked another one. So anyway, I picked The Name of the Wind. It's almost 700 pages long. And so yeah, that counts as a long book still. And it was really a great read. But the other one I could have picked, just let me get it for you. Here. It will be The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. So these are the 2 parts of the first book. It's almost like 2,000 pages, I think, in English. In French they cut it in 2. So that's, I think, the longest book I own, and it's one of my favorite. It's so good. After that, what do we have? Hurdles. What's a book that had ups and downs? What did I choose for this one? Ooh, I think I forgot to choose a book for this one actually. I had one in mind and then I forgot. Well, we're gonna skip this question and pretend it never happened. Gold medal, no, finish line, a book you were proud to finish. That would be The Priory of the Orange Tree, because it's huge, and when I started it I was like, oh my god, I'm never ever gonna finish it. But yes, I did, and I'm super proud I read it. Gold medal, best book you've read during a readathon. That was hard too, because I tried to remember all of the readathon I've done, but I ended up picking Ninth House by Wibke Brueggemann that I read for, it's called the Pumpkin Autumn Challenge, but it's a French challenge that's done in October, and I read this one, or I think I did. If I haven't read it for this challenge, I probably read it for another one. So anyway, I chose this one. It was a great book, and even better to read during the fall. And last question is Participation Ribbon, an underrated book you wish got more attention. So this one I thought about Star Touch Queen by Roshani Shakshi, but I don't have a physical copy. So just for the sake of this vlog, I took A Crown of Witches, which is kind of a sequel, or at least it's in the same universe and follow characters that were mentioned in the first book, Star Touch Queen. So yeah, I love Roshani Shakshi, and I think that Star Touch Queen is a beautiful book with a romance that's gonna break your heart, and you should definitely read it if you haven't already. And then we have this book with ups and downs. I mean, that could be a lot of books I read. Just thinking about it, American Royals that I read earlier this week had ups and downs for sure. But I'm trying to think about one I haven't talked about with you. I'm looking at my shelves. Okay, well, let me see. Okay, I know. Alright, I'm back. So it was hard for me because the books I keep on my shelves are books I really enjoyed, books I think I would reread, or books I haven't read yet. So when it's a book with ups and downs, it's probably gonna be a 3 out of 5 stars for me. So there are big chances that I didn't keep it on my shelves, but I found one, and it's We Hand the Flame. So this one was super interesting on some aspect. I loved one of the secondary characters, which I hope we're gonna see more in the sequel. But still, there were some moments where I was like it's slow, or with lack of details, or things like that. So this would be my ups and down book. And I did it! I did the tag! And now I'm gonna try to continue reading this one. I'm there, so I have high hopes of finishing it, but it's just so freaking hot today, it's awful. Anyway, I'm gonna focus on reading this one, and then I'm probably gonna do a few more little challenges, like there's a bingo challenge and then like a recap of the reading rush, so I'm gonna do that later. Hey, taking a little reading break. I have a bit more than 100 pages left on this one, and so I wanted to do the bingo for the reading rush. So again, we're gonna do it together. Let me find the templates and start the recording on my phone. I hope this time it's gonna work. I don't know why the other time it was lagging sometimes, which really sucks. So, stuck up to your TBR, I did that. Took off the dust jacket to read better. None of the books I decided to read for the reading rush had dust jackets, so can't do this one. Updated your page count on the website. I did that yesterday actually. I was like, maybe I should do it just to see if I earn a badge or something. Join in on a forum discussion. I posted a bit. Maybe it's not a real joining thing, but I posted on the forum at least. Regretted one of your TBR picks. Now, like I told you, I'm really happy with all of the title I chose for this TBR. Stayed up really late reading. Yes. Well, it depends of your definition of really late, but too late when I had to work the next day. Finished more than 4 books. Finished Remembrance. Finished Aria the Masterpiece. I finished Love is for Losers. I finished the Ancient Magus Bride. And we're gonna say I'm gonna finish the one I'm currently reading, so yeah, we're taking this one. Took a break to do something other than reading. Definitely, I watched a lot of vlog and some TV show. Listened to an audiobook. Yes. Completed 3 challenges. Yes. Okay, so I already have a bingo, so that's great. You can't see much, but you'll see it on the screen somewhere. Shared your TBR pile online. I did that. Read a 5-star book. I don't think I did. I think the most I gave were 4.5 for the manga. So no. This one is on its way to become a 4 or a 4.5 too. And I gave 4.5 to Remembrance as well. So you see, lots of great read, but not a 5-star. So then we have the free space. Combine challenges into one book. I did that for the Ancient Magus Bride. Participated in a Twitter sprint. I didn't. DNF to book. Not for the reading rush. Participated in a live reading. Nope. I've never participated in a live reading ever. I would be curious to see how it goes. Have you participated into one already? I'm not sure I would see the appeal. I would like to do it with friends, but I'm not sure. I need to try. Read while having a meal. No, because my partner would not appreciate that at all. Completed all of the reading challenges. Same, we're gonna pretend I'm done with this one, and so I would have completed all of the challenges. Finish less than 4 books. No. Made a new friend. Can we count the people I'm stalking on vlogs as friend? No, I don't think so. So, no, I haven't made new friends. Though I did discover some really pretty accounts during the reading rush. Try to convince someone to join the reading rush. Yes, and Emily, you did join the reading rush. Recommended a book to someone. Absolutely. Completed 1 challenge. Well, if you completed more than 1, you completed 1 too, right? So I have a second bingo here on a vertical one, and then joined on the book club. No, I haven't. So I think it's not too bad. I have like 2 full bingo. Yeah. So we did it. Or at least I did it. Maybe you did too if you're doing the reading rush. I'll see you again when I'm done with my book and when I do the reading rush wrap up. Hey! Last time I'm seeing this for this reading rush vlog because we're actually Monday, so not in the reading rush anymore, but I still wanted to do the wrap up of the reading rush and tell you a bit more about my last book read. It's just so freaking hot here today. I had to turn the fan off for this video and I'm dying, so I'm gonna try to keep it short. Yesterday I shared it on Instagram. I finished my last book 2 minutes before midnight, so really that was a last minute read. But I did it, and with finishing this book I completed my entire TBR for the Reading Rush Readathon. Well, that's something I'm really happy about, because usually when I do monthly readathon or any kind of challenge I never stick to my TBR, but this week I did and I read it all, so that's a big win for me. And to tell you a bit more about this one, so I mentioned already that it's about this 15-16 years old who is an artist and wants to be an artist, but has to live with a very, very toxic family. She goes through so much violence, physical and emotional and psychological, from her mom. She has messed up relationship with everyone, which you can understand, because when you've never been loved and you've always been treated like shit and abandoned by everyone, of course it's gonna be difficult for you to build healthy relationships. So we kind of follow all of her overwhelming emotions, and she has such a rich personality, and she could be like a tortured artist completely, but she feels so much and she doesn't know what to do with all of these feelings, and she's trying to hide so much of herself. She really doesn't know how to live, kind of, because all the time she tried, she has been beaten or insulted. So she has all of this inside of her and she's trying to express it, but sometimes it doesn't come out the right way. So yeah, she was a great character to follow. Lots of pain, but also a lot of strength from her, and there's a very helpful side to this book too. Sometimes it was a bit like easily solved on some parts, but overall I truly enjoyed it. I thought that the free verse was really good too, like it was really flowing, and I think it's a way of writing that helps you get directly what the character is feeling. So that's a great job on that part. My only problem with this book were the French parts, because the characters are studying French, and even when it's not in the, let's say, the context does not always explain for the French mistakes I found in this book, because at some point she's like reading the textbook from her class and there are still mistakes in the French words that are used, and you find the other mistakes along the way. And because I'm French, it's very frustrating for me to see that it was not corrected, and like they didn't check with someone or anything to make sure that the French was good. So that's the only frustrating part in this book, but I think it would be a 4 out of 5 stars. So that's a very good rating. Again, this is imprint reads, not swoon reads, but they are sent by the same person. So I don't know what happened. Usually it's like 2 or 3 stars for this book, but I had 2 4 out of 5 stars during this reading rush. So yeah, that's good news. I'm just gonna show you again my entire TBR so we can see all of the books I've read this week. Honestly, doing this reading rush really made me, how could I say that? Really made me want to do more weekly readathon, because it worked super well for me. So maybe even for, well, the week starting now or one of the following weeks, I'm gonna set myself a TBR for the week and try to push myself to follow it and read all of the books, because I really thought it motivated me to read more instead of doing whatever else I could be doing. So that's it for the reading rush, reading feedback on the books I had. But now I want to do, like, I think they shared a template that's like a wrap-up. So I'm gonna do it with you. Maybe this time the recording won't crash, but I don't have too many hopes. on that. Also, I just posted my new vlog for day 4 to 6, so I hope you've watched it. This vlog should go up on Tuesday. Okay, let's see. Number of pages read. I checked that on the Reading Rush website because I ended up writing them down because there was a badge you could win if you had read over 1,000 pages, so I started counting them because I wanted the badge. And I had the badge because I read 1,614 pages. Books I have finished. So I finished this 5 on my TBR, but I also read a graphic novel that was happening in France and that could count as a book happening in another continent. So that would be 6 books. I tried to make American Royals fit in one of the categories, but I didn't find which one. Number of challenges completed. I completed them all, and I think there were 7 in total. Books you've read. Okay, I have to write them all down. Okay, so remembrance. Oh. I'm gonna show them to you also, so you don't get too bored. We had Remembrance. We had Arya, the Masterpiece 2. Oh, this beautiful baby here. We had I Am Here Now. So this one, that's actually coming out August 4th, so very soon. We have Love Is for Losers here. And we have The Ancient Magus Bride there. Oh, and I said the graphic novel, it was Son of a Witch. Well, the title is in French, but if I translate it. Okay, challenges completed. We're just gonna put all of them. It's gonna be faster. All of them. Best book you've read. I'm debating between these 2. I really enjoyed this manga, and this was everything I wanted from a macabre book. I think I'm gonna pick this one just because of the nostalgia. Okay, favorite Reading Rush moment. I'm gonna say watching other people's vlogs, because I really discovered a lot of accounts I didn't know before, and I really enjoyed watching their vlogs. It's also helping me a lot because I'm not used to vlogging yet. So that's it for my wrap-up, and that's actually it also for my Reading Rush vlogs. Like, this is the end of the vlogs. I'm not emotional, but almost, because they were my first vlogs ever, and I think I learned a lot by doing them, and I'm really eager to do more in the future. So let me know if you would like to see more vlogs and what you would like to see in vlogs. And hopefully I'll see you again for my next video, which should be a tier ranking one in French but with English subtitles. So I'll see you soon!